Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab coming, I need a team. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fermie's trading through the word skin. All recent and go, it's a big top bean. Good morning, coming, moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin! Oh man, chat. I know it's been 2 busy days for me. I know I haven't been here. I haven't slept well for the past couple of days because I've been super duper busy. But hey, we are here. We are live. And good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one. Wishing you all a beautiful and an awesome Thursday. What's up, everyone? How is chat doing? Guys, update me. How is everything with you all, man? I know I've been busy these past 2 days, but hey, let's do a quick catch up. How you guys been doing? What's been happening out there? Update me. I know you guys are going to come around and say, hey, Lou, PlayStation numbers are out. Yeah, okay. I know that. I saw that. But, chat, what's important about that is that we will talk about that tomorrow because I know more news is going to drop by. But either way, though, what's new? What's cooking, chat? How you guys been? Why so serious? Good morning to you, sir, bro. Main fifth floor. Good morning to you, sir, brother Richie. You need a code for Battlefield 6, right? Yes, we do, sir. I didn't get one, but it's cool. I'll just wait for the weekend, you know? Hey, CC, good morning to you, sir. How are you, big money, big Talos, the man with the ray. What's up, Talos? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Yeah. You know, what's been happening? What's been cooking? What's happening, guys? I mean, you guys need... Yes, Jacob Novak already in here with facts. Hi. 80 million sold. Sony keeps lying. They shipped. The fanboys are lying, but it's shipped consoles, though. So, they didn't lie about the shipment, though. But for sales, though, you know, the media likes to feed off and talk a lot of stuff. Because speaking of that, we have something we got to talk about that, which is that's going to be our first topic of the day. It's kind of interesting of something that I saw yesterday while I was, you know, driving around doing some errands and, you know, trying to get things in order. And I saw this. I was like, whoa, what happened? But yeah, we're going to get into that. How you guys been, man? What's new? What's cooking? Besides, you know, Sony selling 80 million consoles. Besides, you know, them making profit wild on multi-platform, you know, strategy and everything. But hey, they're not going to talk about that. We're getting Helldivers 2 weeks and a half. Yes, sir, we are. Cheers to that. I'm ready for it. I know I am for that. I know I'm ready for that stuff. I'm ready. I'm 100% ready and ready to go with that stuff. I know there was a Nintendo Indie Direct today, but I was like, I'm not going to sit here, you know. I'd rather take a little bit more snooze since I haven't been sleeping well because I've been super busy. But, man, what the hell? There's all these cables in the way. Hold on. But chat, we got good topics to talk about today. Like I said, you know, we got Helldivers, you know. Basically, we're saying that it wasn't Sony, but hey, it turns out it was PlayStation who said, hey, here's your game right here. No problemo. PlayStation was the one who took the decision, huh? And also, we're going to talk about that article that I don't know why, oh why. Why, oh why? I don't know why, oh why. You got to go out there for old stuff, dig it up, and talk about it a month later. Huh? But okay. All right. Let's take a quick dive into it. Game on, Jesse. What's up, man? Good morning to you, sir. Yes, I am here. I'm live, and I've been busy, like I said, for the last 2 days. I'm sorry, chat. When things come up, you got to do. It's called life. It comes up, you got to go ahead and do it. Get things off. So come back here and chill out with you guys. We chilling like a village, Crazy Louie. That's all. Hey, listen. That's all we got to do. We got to chill. We got to chill and have our fun. So let's start off, guys, with the show right now. Like I said, this is something that happened. And I laughed my ass off. I was like, why, oh, why do you guys need to come up with this bullshit? Because I got to say it that way. Pretty much a month later. Do you guys have nothing to talk about? I mean, seriously, I saw this and I said, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. And funny thing is, they were pointing Christopher Dream with that stuff. I'm like, okay. I see they're pointing Christopher Dream with this stuff. All right, nice. It was an article that Christopher Dream wrote about. Where is it? Here it is. Found it. Wrote about. Sorry about this, chat. Let me go edit this again. Wrote about, seriously, a month ago. This article was wrote about a month ago, and all of a sudden they catch up to it and they start talking about it because they needed the clicks. We need the clicks. Let's talk about Xbox because we need them damn clicks. Yep, they need them, so that's why they are talking about it. So let me put this into subject now. Hold on. Remember, chat, I haven't slept in the next 2 days, so be patient with me. Sorry about that. So here we go. All right. Yes, got it on here, got it on screen. Let's go. Let's talk about it. So, yes, out of nowhere, out of the blue, because, lately there's been some negative news about PlayStation, happening out there and all that stuff, which at least they got a positive today. So, hey, let's let them have their win. You got to do that. We got to let them have their win because for them, cheering up for consoles and how it's sold 80.3 or shipped 80.3 and that their service revenue went up and all this stuff, they're cheering for that. Hey, let's give you all that win for today. No problem. That doesn't affect us because we're here chilling and talking about this, right? Like I said, yesterday, all of a sudden, they come on and says Xbox is an increasingly unstable business platform for anyone to invest in. Why? I mean, why? Why? Why can't you talk about, like, for example, the AMD, that they're making the chips for the next Xbox and the next PlayStation, there's so much to write about. Or why don't you talk about how Mafia, the game, is actually, 10 hours short, right? But at least talk about how good it is or something, or bring it up that 10 hours is good enough or not. That would be a good article for you to put out there for people to debate. Is 10 hours enough for a video game, or do you find that that's too little for too much money? Good articles for you to write about, but no. You got to come over here and jump on Xbox and talk bad about it. So, like I was saying, chat, because you know what? I'm not going to read this crap. Because I read it yesterday. I was like, okay, here we go. The most recent wave of layoffs at Microsoft, 9,000 jobs. You already know about all that stuff. Let's be direct. The journey as has been over the last decade appears to be a failure. Its famous spree of purchases and the secret management of its studios has shown out many blemished games as it has delays. About as many blemished games. Okay, you know what? I'm going to read it. Let's be direct. Be direct, GameSpot. Okay. The journey that Xbox has been on over the last decade appears to be failure. Its famous spree of purchases and the subsequent management of the studios has churned out about as many blemished games as it has delays, cancellations, and studio closures. Hold on, chat. Chat, you guys are here. Help me out on this one. I'm going to use my marker for this one since I can't find my pencil, right? I mean, my pen. I don't know where I put it at. Or is it behind? My pen. Yeah, here it is. Okay, here's my pen. All right. Chat, help me out with this one. Let's sit here and help me out with this one, right? Because we got to talk about this stuff right here. So it says here, that, which I find pretty funny. Rosemary Marlowe, hello, good morning to you, sir. How you doing? I mean, ma'am, sorry about that, ma'am. How are you doing? How you doing, ma'am? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry, I haven't slept for 2 days. So, I'm trying to keep that energy up. So I'm kind of like, my mind's kind of a little bit woo. But either way, though, we're good. We're here. Sin, good morning to you, sir. But chat, since I haven't slept for 2 days really well, do me a favor. Reading this article right here, it says Xbox produce hits and gems, right? Cancellations and studio closures, right? So, question. What were these blemished games? Because I find it kind of funny, right? Hey, Tito, how you doing? I find it kind of funny, though, right? That when these are blemished games, the way he says it, right? Because the way he pushes it out there. I mean, bro, didn't you see the other day that Xbox has been in the top charts on PlayStation? I mean, it has like 6 or 7 games on the top charts, It does. Hi, I hope the UK government blocks this online safe fact. How you doing, mysterious man? Good morning, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. But all right, like I was saying though, right? How is Xbox unstable? Leave it up to the PS fanboys. They are everywhere else as so-called journalists. Xbox is the best position it's ever been. They own ABK, man. Think about that. I know. But I find it kind of funny though that right here in GameSpot, they're talking about this, right? And they say this. Its famous spree of purchases and the subscription management of its studios has churned out about as many blemished games as it has delays, right? All right, let's see. Blemish. The word blemish. Just in case, I'm going to look it up. Blemish. A small mark or flaw which spoils the appearance of something. Okay, all right, cool. As it has delays, cancellations, and studio closures. So, chat, the question is I'm going to ask you guys right now is. Look at the energy. Shut up, Bluey. Xbox said I'm buying a PS5. Laugh aloud. I'm just kidding. Good morning, fam. How you doing? The energy. So, when I see this, I'm like, wait a minute. What are these studio closures? What are the cancellations? What are the games that have been canceled? Because look, we got to make this list, right? So let's see. Let's look at PlayStation. PlayStation had 13 live service games that were going to make 13 or 12. I don't remember the exact number, right? Live services. But how many were they canceled, chat? I mean, you got God of War. Canceled. That's one, right? You have Concord. Released. Shut down and canceled. Spider-Man multiplayer. Canceled. Factions. Canceled. Twisted Metal. Canceled. Chat. Tell me more. I mean, I'm just adding up stuff right here. Tell me more, chat. Keep on bringing it. Me and Big Money playing Halo. Oh shit! Why so serious? Why you gotta put yourself to that torture? Big Money gonna ditch you. He's gonna be hiding up in the tree, not helping you out. I mean, this man, if he sees you that you're on the Warthog, he's gonna steal it from you and knock you out. And then after, he's gonna be hiding with that Warthog somewhere else while you're dying. That's what he does. So here we go. We got God of War canceled, Concord Studio shutdown canceled, Spider-Man multi canceled, Factions canceled, Twisted Metal canceled. What else was out there, chat? Do you know the broke boy inside? Don't forget, PlayStation let off 8% of the world first last year. I'm getting to that. Well, the broke boy, I'm getting to that, man. Because right now I'm talking about the canceled games. Right now, I'm talking about that. Because like I said, I need to sit down and do this list because look, I love how they come out and call this blemish, right? They said Xbox is making blemish games, but yet a couple days ago we talked about that. These blemish games are on the top most bought games on PlayStation. and they're blemished. Seriously? I mean, seriously, I just laugh when I read this stuff. I was in a world of big money, drove off a waterfall. Yeah, that would be big money. Why? This is the problem, right? So big money, right, is a ladies' man. And so when Big Money gets that lady's message, man, I mean, he ignores everything else and, he cries into everything. I mean, that's what I heard. He's a ladies' man. That's what they're saying out there about Big Money. So let's keep going, chat, because, we got to have, like I said, we're going to have fun with this one, right? If you guys know more games that got canceled, please bring it up because, like I said, I'm trying to think about them. There's a lot of them. Already said Concord can cancel, God of War, Spider-Man multi-cancel, Factions has been canceled, Twisted Metal has been canceled. What was the other one? There was another one that was being made. I don't know who was making it though, but yeah, seems like it's the majority, right? So let's keep going. But let's see. This isn't to say Xbox hasn't produced hits and gems, okay? But along the way, Xbox has also built up quite a track record of critically panned games, cancel projects, and defunct teams. Okay, so let's add this. Sony by Bungie. Guy in Bungie buys car. Guy in Bungie buys cars. Employees pissed off. Plus, because of Bungie, we got all these canceled games. But okay. All right. Let's keep going. No matter what the aspect that you pace under the microscope, Xbox is clearly bleeding through the bandages it keeps applying. Take a glimpse at the stable of teams of Xbox Game Studios, Microsoft Internal Publishing Division. Its most recent layoff and closure of one team under the ban of the initiative and the cancellation of its Perfect Dark game. Turn what is stalwart developers on the Forza franchise has been reportedly cut to the bone, which was working on while maintaining live service title. Sea of Thieves is inevitably the worst position on the other side of the layoffs than it was before. Seriously, Rare's in the worst position? So basically, this generation, right? Xbox canceled from its own studios, right? Let me see. From its own studios, Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark, that's one. And two, Everwild. So that's two games that Xbox has canceled. They shut down two studios, right? They shut down actually 3 or 4 studios. Yeah. They shut down 3 or 4 studios. Let's say 4 studios, right? Okay. PlayStation shut down Sony Japan, Sony London, Concord, because I forgot the name of that studio, Concord. Give me more, chat. What was the other studio Sony shut down? Because, man, we're making up, I'm sitting here, making up these lists right here because, hey, we got to do it, right? Yeah, but Wonder Woman is with WB, though. Anyone here from multiple metro area? Again, a gang of us are going to see Weapons tomorrow night. Join us if you can. Hey, guys, if you guys are from the Baltimore metro area, talk to Sin right here, chat. He's going to go see the movie Weapons, which I'm going to see it soon, too. Conquer and Neon, laugh aloud. Okay, let's add Neon. I already added Concord, Willowbrook boy. Come on. Bring it, baby. Willowbrook boy, you're listen. This is what I love about my chat. My chat, I don't forget either. But, sometimes, hey. Bro, the entire gaming community is talking about Battlefield 6, but you are talking about fan war. Danny Ruben, here's the thing, though, brother. I mean, you got to understand something. Battlefield 6 came out last night. And the thing is, you need to understand something, Danny Ruben, that by the time it already came out, right, I already had this show already set up. So I'm not going to go in here, change some things, I got to keep on with the rhythm I'm at. So this happened yesterday. So I'm talking about what happened yesterday during the day. But no worries. No worries, man. I will tackle some Battlefield points because I got to tackle them. Oh, good. I didn't get the inside. What was it? The insider thing for me to play. So yeah, I gotta wait for 2 more days and also to talk about it too. But am I happy that Battlefield's actually at a good peak? Hell yeah, I'm happy about it. So it's super excited to see that. It's good. But we gotta talk about what's cooking out there. And so this was cooking yesterday, and now we're just here trolling it, having fun. That's what we do. So let's keep on going, chat. But yeah, bring it. Saying I'm down in Franksburg, too far to drive tonight, going through the DC traffic. God damn. Hey, Tito, they're used to keep the same energy up with PlayStation. Man, I'm sorry, Lou. I just don't care about Sony much to care. Hey, Tito. The thing is, right? I've been trying to educate you guys on to stop caring what all these guys are saying out there. That's what I'm trying to educate you all. I'm trying to educate you all, to leave those guys behind and not pay attention to what they got to say. We got to be happy. Ian says, is Battlefield going to be in Game Pass? Probably down the road it will. It will. I look forward to the PlayStation article giving us a scoop on how Whiplash, from live service to cancellations, who knows who is next is confusing. Just be journalists and investigate. They don't do that, so that's why we're here talking about a space shop. We're having some fun, right? So we talk about Sony Japan, Sony. There was like two more that they canceled. I think it was another studio closures. I remember, but I know I think there's 6 of them that they shut down, right? So, Michael Blacks, good morning to you, sir. How you doing, man? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, look, there was kind of like 5 to 6 studio closures, right? 5 to 6 studio closure. Xbox has 4. But okay, let's keep going because again, they only talk about Xbox. Let's keep reading, right? Because like I said, I'm going to read about this just to have some fun. And then we're going to move up to the Helldivers article because, oh my God, that was the best one. So, Honor Man Initiative and the cancellation for Dark Turn 10. Oh, that's another one, guys. Right now, the funniest thing happened yesterday, too. I saw people going out there saying, well, Turn 10 has not put a tweet in quite a while. They're in trouble. Chat, I haven't tweeted in 2 days. I have not tweeted in 2 days. Was I in trouble? Did something happen to me because I haven't tweeted in 2 days? So is Louis missing? Did Louis get shut down? Did Louis die? I mean, shit. Oh my God. I mean, I swear to God, I see some things out there that I just laugh. The team of Fable, have they sent a tweet after a while? No, they haven't. So the point is, if these studios are not sending tweets, oh, now they're dead. Are you serious? I saw that yesterday too, and I was laughing my ass off about it. But hey, it is what it is. But let's go. I'm getting that new Battlefield. Why so serious? I'm supporting it. I'm supporting it 100%. I'm supporting that Battlefield. That Battlefield is looking hot. It's looking good. So let's keep going, chat. So let's see. Where was Wakanawa maintaining live service titles? See these? Okay. The burnt of the damage from moves like these falls on the effective teams and the workers. And it's a spontaneously common move for Xbox. We just done this at least once when a similar reorganization shut it down for teams in May 2004, including Arcade, Tango Gameworks. I already talked about that. All right. Another layoff found shortly complete Activision Blizzard. Several drops across. Cancellation of a survival game at Blizzard. The fact remains that bringing Bethesda's tremendous portfolio, okay, and a cancellation of survival game at Blizzard that hasn't even been that too much announced. It was a rumor talk, and now you guys are talking about. I just gotta laugh at this stuff. I mean, bro, PlayStation canceled a lot of service games. Why don't y'all attack them? But okay, let's keep going. Because, like I said, I'm not going to pay too much attention to this because we already talked about this so many times that we got to laugh at this. But we got to troll it, right? So let me tell you guys something. All this stuff that happened right here, of course, it has to prove sides to wrong, the right to do. The Microsoft facts obscure any numbers that will limit or disapprove these arguments. Numbers that Jason Schreier refers to as squishy metrics. Subject to the whim, dark accounting wizardly. This means teams looking for a publishing deal with Xbox simply need to take the company as its word and when evaluated whether Game Pass is the right move for their game and their business. So seriously, you guys are bringing up the Game Pass subject. And chat, like I said, I'll repeat this again because this was kind of funny. Right here in this area right here, when they were talking about, let me see, about the 4 studio closures, right? How about we don't bring up this right here? I said, I got a pen and paper today. Let's have some fun. How many studios did Embracer close? Embracer Group. How many studios did it close and what happened to Embracer? Divided into 3, right? Into 3. So let's keep going because now I'm gonna come in with some heat, right? You got Square, chat. Square, what did it do? Sold its West Division. That's Square. Ubisoft, studio closures. Problem with money too. Right now, Ubisoft has been in a big ass turmoil too. So let's keep going, right? PlayStation, because I gotta add it to the list. Studio closures, game cancellations, like the rest of them, right? Because a lot they've been canceling games too. Game cancellations, and what else is out there? I don't know. So let's keep on going. So now we got rid of PlayStation. We already talked about Square, so this is West Division, right? Embracer Group, divided into 3. What is it? Games canceled and all that shit. So yeah, we got to keep on adding, right? So we got Embracer Group, EA, cancel games, studio closures. MS, cancel games, studio closures. Chat, as of right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I keep on adding those studios that were working on the game and they cancel it, the list is going to go for long. It's going to be a long ass list. So the question is, chat, from this article, because this is where they get it from, right? This article was written July 2nd, 2025 from Christopher Dream. This one is written July 2nd from 2025, chat. July 2nd, 2025. Well, the broke boy Lewis with a beautiful and awesome $5 super cha. He says, my problem with this story is that it's not listed as an opinion piece. They're treating it like it's a legitimate story and a feature one at that. That is my problem too, Will the Broke Boy. Like I said, they dug up some old dirt from last month, and this is why I'm showing this to you guys, because they literally put the article on there, and I was laughing my ass off about this. And this article was written seriously right after the studio layoffs and the game cancellation. Seriously, you guys picked up something that was literally a month ago to talk about just to get clicks. That is sad. That is pathetic. I'm being serious. If you guys talked about it during that time, right, I would have been cool. But you had to wait a month because you guys did not have any news and talk about this a month later just for you all to get clicks. And talk about bleemish games. While Xbox has 6 games on the top PlayStation charts. 6 or 7, I don't remember. But 6! Y'all pathetic. But chat, that's my point. Because look, what I'm trying to say this about the studios that have been having issues like Embracer, Square, Ubisoft, PlayStation, EA, Microsoft, and the list goes on. It's a general thing that's happening. Now, if it was only Microsoft having these problems, only Microsoft, then I will seriously admit that Microsoft is having issues. That it's in a mess? Yeah, you can't lie about it. It's in a mess. But the question is, who isn't in a mess nowadays? They're trying to get the money. Seriously, that's the truth. Who isn't in a mess nowadays? I mean, chat. We have talked about this several times, and this is the thing that I have with media. Media, you guys had to check. Yeah, seriously, you guys have to change the way you all talk. It's sad, it's pathetic that I have to sit here and read this and laugh at you all about it. Because now I can never ever take you all seriously. I can't. Because this is something that happened a month ago. And because you guys did not have nothing to talk about. I mean, trust me, there is so much to talk about that you guys don't pick up. Like, for example, when Mafia showed us its announcement about having a 10-hour game, why don't you guys sit there and say, is 10 hours a good time for games? Or do we want a big open world 30 opinion? You know, that would be a good opinion, talk a good article to talk about that. I wish I had an article like that to talk about so we can talk about it with the chat and see all chat's opinion, if they will want more shorter games or longer games. I mean, it's a fun conversation to have. But no, y'all got to go out there, pick up something old, some old dirt, and come over here and talk about it. Like, wow. And seriously, it drew attention. Yeah, good job of drawing the attention, but it drew the attention not the right way. And you think that's a positive for y'all because you got the clicks and everything? Seriously? Because that's what you guys want, just clicks? I'm going to start making up articles. Chat. You know what? Let's build a website. Let's make up articles. Let's get those clicks. Let's get all these fanboys to come over here and talk shit. Yeah, I'll be the next icon era. Really, I'll become the next icon era just for the hell of it. We'll call it the Icon Louis era. Yeah, where Louis sits here and makes up bullshit articles. Perfect. I love it. What do you think, chat? Should we do that one day? Chat's like, hell yeah, Luke, go for it. Luke, to be honest, Xbox should sue Dringe. Well, Jacob, look, right? Here's the thing. He's just stating an opinion. And this is an article that happened a month ago. When he was in his, what's it called? When he was in his momentum of talking bad about Xbox, right? When he was into that momentum of talking bad, right? Because nowadays, when he sat down with Matt Piscatella told him everything that's going, everything that's happening. He kind of right there changed a little bit. But look, I don't want to give him the benefit of a doubt that he actually changed 100%. But that conversation was really good, you know? It was a really good conversation. It was a really good topic because it's something that I've been saying here on the show. These games are coming out. They're competing against these live services. It's not Game Pass that's ruining the industry like these guys were saying. And hearing that he actually approved for what Matt Piscatella was saying was kind of interesting. So like I said, I don't know if he has actually changed. But that's an opinion talk, though. It's opinion talk. Everybody has his own opinion. You know, I can come out here, you know, and be mad and be flustered about what happened a month ago, which I was, you know. No, he don't stand an opinion. Plus, kids listening, Xbox is dead. Yeah, I mean that because here's the thing, though, Jacob. People go out there and kill things. I mean, Jacob, let me tell you something. A lot of people go out there even say PlayStation is dead. I did it the other day, and so PlayStation sued me because I did the PlayStation is dead show. You know, I did it just to troll. But that's what you do. You get the clicks. Yeah, it was based. I mean, when you read about it and the way he wrote it, it's an opinion. Because the thing is, he was talking about how Perfect Dark was canceled. Because I talked about this in July 2nd. I talked about it. He talks about how Perfect Dark was canceled and how much Microsoft is in a mess and yada, yada, yada. But the thing is, when you sit down and you look at it on the business side of things, right? Like I look a lot of these things because look, I always told you guys this. I'm a video game fan first, and then I'm a console fan, right? So when I sit down and look at the side of things as a video game company, right? The truth is everyone is in a mess right now. They can't find their north. That's why they're experimenting new things. They haven't found their north. Everybody's in a massive problem right here because now, for example, like I said, if I sit down and I start adding games that are to come out, like look, for example, look at BioShock. BioShock is a prime example. BioShock right now is in development hell, you know? Now, if Christopher Dream comes out and says, well, you know, BioShock is in development hell. I mean, the studio's having problems, issues, you know, they're in a hot mess and everything. right? But the thing is, though, Jacob, there is a lot of people out there that are looking for these articles to what's it called, to Zwingo on, right? Exactly. Xbox is killed, they say, but then when PS is near her, aka not dead, and Xbox is thriving, then exactly. You see, there you go. That's it, Jacob. That's it. That's what they do. They always try to kill this. That's why you see Dreamcast guy making up the Xbox is dead. Xbox is dead. Probably going to see another Xbox is dead video because of the GameSpot article. Probably will. I mean, I don't know. Hey, let's see. It probably will come out. But the thing is, they go out there, they talk this because they know they're going to get that click just to stroke the egos of those fanboys. That's the truth. I mean, that's what media does. That's why GameSpot, since they didn't have nothing to talk about, something like I said, you should have talked about 10-hour games versus 30-hour games. That would have been a good topic, a good opinion talk. They decided to go out there, find an article that was literally a month and 3 days old, and talk about it. That's sad. I mean, that shows you they got nothing to talk about, which there is plenty to talk about. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So, those kids may not be asking new consoles anymore. They had phones in their hands since before they could talk. Yeah, that's it. Louis, did you see the studio team kill releasing it to PlayStation, but they don't want PC modders to put the character in vulgar situation, releasing the deluxe edition with her and domination? God damn. Why so serious with the beautiful and awesome $5 super? Cha-cha-da-da-cha-cha-cha, he says. Imagine the gaming industry without Xbox. There will be nothing for me. Yep. I mean, what's so serious? Listen, if that would have happened, we all know where to migrate because we all know where to migrate, and that is to what is the next best thing next to Xbox. And it's actually one of the best places to game. That is a PC, which is true. Nowadays, PC is so simple to game on, right? It is. Yes, I know there's some steps, like, for example, I'm not happy about, like upgrade the drivers. You gotta, you gotta wait till the mesh shaders download and all that crap. I get all that stuff. But at the end of the day, though, it's annoying. It's an annoying thing, but hey, we know where to migrate. The question is, if PlayStation dies, where are these guys going to migrate to, Illuminati 85 says Xbox is dead yet. 5 of the top 10 games are published by Xbox. Exactly. And this is the thing, though. They like to bring that up just to get attention. So, yeah, imagine there was only one restaurant to choose from. It would be that. Now, that would be screwy right there. Because that's the thing, though. If I always say this, and seriously, I don't understand why these guys want Xbox so bad to disappear. I don't get it. If Xbox disappears, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what y'all are going to do. But I know where I'm going. But y'all, what are you guys going to do when you see that place is going to slap you with $100 of games? What are you going to do when that service fucking increases a lot of money? Because they will increase the service. And that way, in order to play multiplayer, you got to pay for that damn service. That's the only way you can play multiplayer on PlayStation, unless if you just stick to free-to-play games. But hey, what are you guys going to do? That's why I always ask that. And I keep on saying, what if Xbox disappears? Where are you guys going to go with this? Where are you guys going to head to? Because, listen, if Nintendo made this gutsy move and said, hey, look, I'm putting my physical games at $90, oh, shit. Oh, shit. If they made that gutsy move to put the physical games at $90, which people bought at $90, imagine Nintendo being alone out there with PlayStation. I don't want to see that will happen. That's why, when I sit here and I tell you guys, I don't want none of these companies to die. All I want is these narratives to end. Because at the end of the day, these narratives, all you guys are doing with these narratives is feeding egos. That is a minority. It is. Louis, I don't want PS dead. I grew up loving the PS. It shows it's a failure, and PS doesn't deserve it wins, to be honest, between kind of. Look, like, for example, I'm happy about something that I saw yesterday. Same thing what happened with Microsoft. When I see positive numbers, I'm happy, especially with how the gaming industry is right now. I'm happy about it. Did Sony make good numbers since right now? Yes, they did, which will be a topic of conversation for tomorrow, right? But at the end of the day, though, if they made up a negative, I would worry because, as Sony being the leading guy out there for quite some time, right? If they came up with negative numbers, I'd be like, oh shit, this isn't looking good for them right now. It's not. And I know that if PlayStation, is not doing so well, then I know Xbox will be doing so well next. Then I know Nintendo will be doing so well next because hell, that's what happens. And kind of funny, did y'all notice my prediction when I tell you guys this about the iPhones? What did I say about iPhones a long time ago? If iPhone hardware is down 10%, I see the console numbers decreasing. Look at PlayStation's numbers. They have decreased on the consoles. Now they're actually crossing their fingers and hoping and praying that, and it's kind of funny. Chat, you know what's so funny? They're waiting for a third-party game to get those console sales up. But wait a minute. Hold on, Louis. What are you saying? Let me repeat this again. They have to wait for a third-party game for those console sales to go up. And y'all know what game it is, Big B Money. Go ahead and say it because you know which one it is, Big B Money. Big B Money, you know what game it is, Big B Money. Go ahead and say it, Big B Money. You know what game that is because you talk about it a lot, right? You talk about it a lot, right? Exactly, Special. You got it. But they are waiting for that one third-party game to get the consoles up. But wait a minute. There you go. Why So Serious said it. GTA 6. They're waiting for that. I have never seen guys go out there cheer so much for a third-party game for this to get your console sales up. Seriously? But wait a minute. Didn't y'all tell me exclusive was the main thing? Now I got to wait for a third-party game to get my console sales up? So wait, what happened to the exclusives? The exclusive talk. Why exclusives are important? But y'all waiting for GTA to get the consoles up? And I know the sales will go up. Not only on PlayStation, also on Xbox, they will go up. Maybe not as much, but hey, I hope they do. But damn, we gotta wait for a third party game, not an exclusive to get those sales up. But chat, speaking of Game On Jesse says I get to play Monster tonight, man. Have fun and talk about it. Talk about it. To play it tonight, man, and Game On Jesse, come tomorrow and tell me about it. 30 Below says, baby. Man, we gotta. Oh shit, this man, I had to come in here, man. Just, I'll throw that slander. Oh shit, you gotta. I just gotta laugh. All right. All right, let's see now. So, Nintendo is greedy to enforce Japanese charity event to get allowance by Nintendo speedrun. Yeah, that's how it is. I hate PlayStation fanboys talk about FF not selling well. They know deep down it would have sold better if it launched simultaneously with the PlayStation not a year later when it's not as hyped. That's why Illuminati, I keep telling you guys gotta keep away from those guys who come up with all that negative, stupid talk. Because at the end of the day, they come up with this negative, stupid talk, and they don't talk about it in general. Like I do a lot in here. I try to be as general as I can be, as honest as I can be, because how can I tell you that Microsoft is in a mess when the others are in a mess too? Something they don't say, and yet they come around, be mad at me because I'm speaking the truth. They're all in a mess. What's the problem with everyone being in a mess? Right now, every company is in a mess. Because now you got terrorists, you got a whole lot of shit happening that you don't know what's going to happen. Now you got to sit there and say, oh shit. Like, for example, semiconductors prices are going up. What do you think is going to happen, Chad, if they add 100% tariff to that shit? Now the semiconductor guys, they got to go out there and I know he said it to get negotiations going, but damn, slap 100% on it? Oh, shit. Now if that thing goes by, consoles are going to be mad expensive. Not only consoles, cell phones, all the gadgets are going to be mad expensive. Holy shit. They're going to get a massive increase. I'm going to make a console only make triple X games. Chat, chat, I gotta say this. I gotta say something, chat. Chat, listen. Chat, listen. This show just went to hell right now, man. Oh, shit. Man, he just had to send it to hell. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna make a console make triple X games will sell like shit. Damn. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, actual fact, though, I mean, it probably will. I gotta laugh at this stuff. I mean, we all know why GTA is famous for, though, right? You know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should get you that. If you stick to that and you stick to that turmoil, right? Because you know what? Let's do that. You know what? You gave me an idea. Let's do that, Will the Broke Boy. Let's do that experiment here. I'm gonna try it out and see how it goes. For a month, I'm gonna become a PlayStation fanboy. Chat, would you guys give me permission to do it? If y'all give me permission, I'll do it, and we'll do the experiment. Not for a month. Let's do it for 2 or 3 days. Let's you know what? Let's try that out. Let's do that social experiment. See how it goes. For 3 days, I'm going to talk about all the negative stuff about Xbox. Y'all, just give me 3 days. Just give me 3 days. Just on nonstop saying Xbox is dead. See how it goes. My first game will be called Halo Bunghole. Jesus Christ, this man. Who's doing the mocap for this? You get faster than PlayStation. Chico says, okay, I fully back you. There you go. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And speaking about something, chat, since you guys are bringing up third-party games, triple X games, and all this stuff, I don't know what triple X games have to do, but okay. Man, this is so painful they had to write this article. This is painful. This is painful for them, and it's something I am enjoying. Why am I enjoying, chat? Because, oh my God. Chat, what was it that they say? And chat, let me tell you all something real quick. Let me go to the pee-pee room, and I'll be right back before I jump into this article because, hey, they were saying it was Helldivers developers who decided to put the game over there. It was all this stuff and yada, 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 yada. But we all know who actually made the decision, and it was PlayStation, baby. So I'll be right back before we jump into that article. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. It's so good. I'm having fun with this one. All right, here I come, baby. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come to talk about how PlayStation said. How PlayStation said it. Oh, camera, follow me. How PlayStation said it. What did PlayStation say, chat? What did they say? That, hey, it was us that put Helldivers over there on Xbox. No way. It was PlayStation? No way. So, like I said, these guys had to write this article. And I know it was paid for them. So, push square. Oh, man, we got to laugh about this. Oh, man. I'll get it. I was in the bathroom, Jacob. Give me a magic. Okay. He says once you return. Okay. A few Xbox guys did it. Their videos normally got on 505. They did an experiment. The Xbox instead title for the video. It had 3 times more views. Like, I know they did. But for 3 days, will the poor boy gonna become PlayStation fanboy? Let's do the experiment next week. And try it out. Louis Pisser Tech kicked in. Did you go with ray tracing? Safo, good morning to you. How you doing, gorgeous man? I hope you're having a beautiful day. What's new, Safo? Did you finally get your Mac? I hope you did. So, I know they did. But for 3 days, I'm going to go PlayStation fanboys. I'm serious. I'm going to go PlayStation fanboy. I'm going to get my PlayStation shirt, put it on, and I'm going to go for 3 days. We're going to try out this experiment. 3 days. Xbox is dead. Xbox destroyed. Let me see what's another one. Chat, I got a mission for you all. Come up with the numbers or come up with names that I could use for 3 days. So we can select 3 and use that for 3 days. And Farq, since you're here, you're the man for the thumbnail. You know what we're going to do? We're going to make the Xbox look fire. We're going to do all this stuff. And probably Ray will try to put me in court. I hope he doesn't, but we're going trolling next week. We're going to have some fun. Unless, there's big news happening, because lately since news has been slow, let's try this out, right? That could be a good title, yeah. That could be a good title right there. Game Pass is killing the community, yeah. So, Chad, like I was saying, though, PlayStation is the driving force behind... Again, let's read that loud and clear. PlayStation. Again, PlayStation. The driving force behind Xbox Helldivers 2 port. Damn. Leon Croft, I got to hurt you. The Mac is turning into a headache. I want a more recent one, M4 found, and N3, but not looking that great. Oh shit! Remember, Safo, be patient. It will one day sum up and appear. That's same thing with looking for a car. If you're looking for a used car and you want that model, and even though it's at a high price, sooner or later, one that's in a good price will get it, and it will be in a good working way. It happens. What's up, Snooky Jackson? Good morning to you. How you doing? Let me see. If Game Pass wasn't around, PS Plus would take over. Yes. I'm still rocking M1. Yeah, I don't know what model my Mac is, but my Mac is like 2015 or something like that. My MacBook Pro, it's 2015, something like that. It's running great still. It's still working. So, let's read this. PlayStation management has been credited as the one pushing to get Helldivers from the Series X and S, rather than the lead developers within Arrowhead Studios. Damn. It took you guys a long time to figure this out. Idiots. In response to fans on Discord via Windows Central, the developer CEO Shams Georgiani said any praise for making the Helldivers 2 port onto Xbox Series X and S, in reality should go to PlayStation. It was all PlayStation. Send in your thanks. We were all in support, of course, he said. Why not? It's bringing in money. I will support that too. A following up question asked Giordani if he expected Sony to allow for an Xbox version, to which he responded, I think it's the coolest thing they've done. They're killing it. Helldivers 2 launches for Xbox Series X and S on the 28th of August, the same day Gears of War Reloaded launches on PS5. Nice. Much has been made of the PlayStation Production expansion into multi-platform release after originally starting out with PC ports over the past couple of years, and now deciding to put Helldivers onto Xbox. Just good. The conversation was accelerated by a job listing advertising a position looking for someone to shape and execute the global commercial strategy for PS Studios. Software titles across all digital platforms from PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Games Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. However, reliable now, yes, he's reliable today. Shinobi 26 played down the possibilities of this role and suggested PS5 fans were getting really carried away with the speculation. Since then, leaker Nate the Hate has claimed more first-party titles will indeed make their way to Xbox, which will be good in the near future. They just don't have the specific of which games will it be. Of course, more games are coming in other directions as Microsoft multi-platform efforts mean The Outer Worlds 2 comes to PS5 in October, Senua's Hellblade 2 next week. The likes of Gears of War E-Day and State of Decay 3 also rumored of for the platform. Again, you're poor begging, and yet when they go out there and we're celebrating about the Days Gone thing, which I saw, you guys decided to slander it. Oh Lord! Oh look who's Liam Croft. Liam grew with the PlayStation controller in his hands and a love for Metal Gear Solid. Nowadays, when playing the latest greatest PS5 games, as supporting Derby County. Oh Lord! I just love these guys. I love these guys. They're trying to like to find a way to cheer, but they suck at cheering. They suck. Oh Lord. But I gotta tell y'all something. It's funny. This article was a really painful article for them to write about because hell, they were not expecting that news that PlayStation was supposed to say, "Hey, look, let's put my game over here." It's so good. It's great. I love it. I love it. We know a lot of PlayStation games on Xbox before GTA 6. So let's see what chat's saying. Let's have some fun. I'm still rocking my M1. Runs beautiful. If MS goes Game Pass, Sony will be laughing as PS3 skyrockets 100%. That's what I have, but the M1 is starting to show its age. Yep, Apple chipset is up. Yep, 100%. Yeah, Sony probably shaking their heads, wondering why people think PS Plus isn't just a bad form of Game Pass. Laugh out loud. Oh Lord, I use my M1s to do simple things like watch the Louis show. Ah, damn, man, he just called me simple. No, no, he's calling me simple. No, damn, why so should not be so mean like that? When is Gamescom? Gamescom is going to be after next week. It sounds like around the 15th to the 20th, I think it is. So yeah, it's coming soon. We're gonna get more news. That's how it is. We're going to have a lot of PlayStation games on Xbox before GTA 6 come out. Let's hope so, man. If both Game Pass and PS Plus die, then Ubisoft and EA Play would step up. Service out of the future, someone has to lead it, 100%. If I'm upgrading, I'm getting to reverse the Apple Store. When is game? Okay, we answer that. But yeah, chat. Like I said, this article really that they wrote it really pissed them off to write it. Just happy they wrote it. Ah, so good. Since they like to slander a lot of the fans, I'm happy they wrote it. Ah, just love to see it. So we got another one from Windows Central. Let's see what they have to say, chat. Let's see what they have to say because I like to read always when it comes down to this. I like to read several articles about it to see what they gotta say. So here's the next one. It was all PlayStation. Helldivers CEO comments on the popular co-op shooter arrived on Xbox. An unexpected but welcome move as PlayStation move as Helldivers 2 is set to Xbox, Arrowhead CEO says. Helldivers made waves when launched on PlayStation back in 2024. Yes, sir, it did. Nice, 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 Illuminati, nice. Have fun, man. Start playing that game. Sorry about that, chat. I haven't slept for 2 days. Well, peaking at over 550 players on Steam alone and maintaining a healthy single player base across all the platforms since. During the early surge of hype, there were widespread as calls on Twitter X now urging support from Xbox players to help fight off the Terminids and defend Super Earth, but those hope seemed short-lived. That was recently when Sony made the surprising announcement that Helldivers 2 was officially out on Xbox consoles on August 20, 2025. Liberate plans, call in airstrikes, and fight for Super Earth. Helldivers 2 is currently a Sony flagship live service title, bringing players across an immersive, cooperative PvE player versus environment experience. Yes, sir. You and your squad are dropped into hostile territory tasked with clearing out waves of alien scum that are actively trying and often succeeding at taking over entire planets. To push back the invasion, players must band together, calling in airdrops, vehicles, and even airstrikes from overhead. Missions are fast-paced, chaotic, with a heavy focus on teamwork and tactical use of support tools. At the heart of the experience It is the Galactic War, a community-driven campaign that acts as persistent, evolving frontline. It shares the war effort where every mission completed contributes to the border goal, liberating planets across the galaxy from the turmoils and automations. Each planet sits within a large scale sector and constantly updating galaxy map. Players choose where to fight, drop an ODST style. Fall Blaze of Glory. In my opinion, it's one of the few games that generally nailed the live service formula, delivering meaningful progression, a sense of scale, and player-driven impact without over reliance on microtransaction or artificial grind. However, Sucio send your thanks to PlayStation. And we are. Thank you, PlayStation. In a surprising move, Sony appears to be the one that pushed for Helldivers to release on Xbox. In response to a fan of Discord who praised Arrowhead for managing to bring to Xbox, CEO Shams Jordani clarified the situation, saying it was all PlayStation. Send your thanks. We're all in for the support. There you go. There it is. Giorgiani went on to praise the decision, further adding, I think it's one of the coolest things they've done. They're killing it when asked if Sony expect to make a move like this. Good. I'm glad you're talking about this. It's a significant shift. While MLB The Show was technically the first Sony published game to appear on the Xbox, this game came from Major League Baseball, not Sony. That makes Helldivers 2 the first time Sony has proactively bought one of its own games to Xbox. Every time I read the whole MLB thing, nobody brings up how Sony is happy that MLB is on Xbox. And there is an article that says it from the same guys who wrote the article about Xbox being in trouble yesterday. And it's from GameSpot. There's an article there. But okay, from barely acknowledging Xbox hardware to now publishing its most successful live service title on Microsoft's platform, its clear walls around accessibility are starting to crumble. Okay, now it's clear now. Okay, Xbox themselves are embracing this shift, with Gears of War Reloading launching day one on both Xbox and PlayStation, a milestone that seemed impossible a few years ago. Xbox players to drop. Prepare to drop. Helldivers set to release on August 2020. I think it's 28, right? Is it 28? The same release of Gears of War Reloaded drops on both Xbox and PlayStation. I hope you're as ready as I am to swap between fighting hordes and locusts and terminites. Terminites, whatever it's called. For those diving in the first time, here's a quick heads up. Friendly fire is always on, so aim carefully and try not to nuke your own squad. The game also supports crossplay, meaning you can drop into the chaos with players on PlayStation and PC. Are you ready to jump feet first on the Galactic War and fight for Super Earth? I know I am. Okay. Psychology master's degree. Adam is a psychology master's graduate passionate about gaming. Okay. All right. But chat, like I said, thank you, PlayStation. Marcano money grab 100%. Thank you, PlayStation, for the news. And thank you for the game. And thank you guys for writing that article, because that article, especially for Push Square, really paid them to write about it, because hell, they don't like when things like that go to Xbox. They start saying we beg, we thrive, we do this, we do that. Same thing like y'all do for Starfield. Same thing like y'all did for Gears. Same thing like y'all did for Halo. What's the problem for having a game on another platform? I mean, chat, tell me, what's the problem behind that? I'm trying to understand that a little bit. What's up, Jago6? Good morning to you, sir. What's the problem with having your game on another platform? I still don't get it. I mean, if it's going to bring money, there's no problem behind it. Let people have fun. What's the problem? People saying, hey, I want Days Gone on Xbox. What's wrong with people saying God of War on Xbox? What's wrong with people saying Last of Us on Xbox? What's wrong with that? Let them buy it. Let them have fun. That's the purpose of a video game, for you to have fun. Stop sticking to this plastic box war. It's just crazy how they love to stick to it. Oh my God. I know it's for clicks and money, but damn, I think it's time for y'all to shift from that war, because right now, there isn't any war. It's dead. You guys are trying to bring that up. But hey, you do what you do, right, chat? You do what you do. Ah, Lord. And hey, it's good content for us because we will slander it and have our fun. Because that's what we do here, right, chat? Man, I think I'm getting sick, chat. Jesus. Mm. So, chat, let's keep on going. What's cooking out there that's beautiful? What's happening that is gorgeous out there for today? Let's see now. Two notifications today. All eyes on PlayStation. Okay, we talked about that. When it comes to corporations, it's all about business and making money. Your feelings be damned. Ponies are into their feelings and Sony don't care. Exactly. 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 That's how it is. Exactly. Hmm. Wait a minute. Hold up a second. Digital Foundry is no longer controlled by IGN as they're going independent. Exciting day for Digital Foundry folks. My colleague at Starfire spoke to DF. So wait, Digital Foundry was what? What? I did not know that. I did not know Digital Foundry was controlled by IGN. Well, that explains a lot. That explains a lot, huh? Huh. I hope they change their ways and get more serious about things instead of defending one console, though. But okay, let's see. Oh, interesting. I gotta save this for tomorrow. Louis lost my phone over the weekend. Some piece of shit found it and mailed it my ID back. Now he's stuck with the user's brain. I don't know why they didn't return it. It's stupid to take someone's phone nowadays because now all you gotta do is block it and that's it. Now they got a brick. They can sell it for pieces, but shit. I did not know that your phone was like that. Oh Lord. Happy then that they got I hope they change their ways. Seriously, I hope they do. Instead of coming up with all that stuff they do. Hmm. Man, oh man. Tomorrow morning chat, we're gonna be frying those PlayStation numbers. We're gonna be frying them. We're gonna be kicking them because hey, look, like I said, big win for them, 100%. But there's some things they're not speaking truth about, and even Jay Barr said this: PlayStation quarter one year-over-year is all positive, looking good for none. First-party titles. It's clear the PlayStation platform is a huge driving force for third-party developers and publishers. Third-party sales seem to offset any foreign exchange rate impact. User engagement looking real strong, gamers, and I mean a lot of gamers are playing on PlayStation. Good. And again, you shot yourself in the foot there, but okay. Nice increase to overall year over year, which is great for gamers of the platform, but note it is due to cost reduction and revenue made from first party titles EX, Destiny, Helldivers 2, and MLB The Show. Fiscal years 2025 has laid for a first party title, which they are equating for Marathon most likely. Overall, it's good to see that PlayStation platform is doing well. Just hope we start seeing more benefits of the PlayStation console core audience. Okay. Again, you shot yourself in the foot. You did not see that, but you guys talk about your exclusives like you've been talking about for years. Say, hey, bro. Hey, bro. That's what they've been saying. Hey, bro, yo. Our exclusives are the best, but damn, it's third party that's driving you guys? Ay, 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 ay. No wonder, because shit. Now I don't know why you guys are voting for GTA 6. But hey, Chad, like I said, we're going to talk about that stuff tomorrow. And also Marathon being delayed and stuff like that. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. But hey, you know what we got to talk about today? We got to be happy about? Battlefield. Battlefield up right now as a peak number is 300,000. Loving it. Keep going, Battlefield. Hope you guys seriously get even those more numbers up because, like I said, I like video game competition, and it will be good, to talk about and have fun with. Keep on going. Keep on going, building up that Battlefield community. So happy that you guys are doing that. Keep on building. Keep on making a good game, man. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going, man. Let's see how well it goes because I know someone came in here earlier but it's like, oh, you're fanboy, not talking about Battlefield. The thing is, you got to understand there's some things you got to sit there and wait for data. And I know that's not going to be its highest peak. I know it's going to get higher and higher and higher. And I want to see that high peak get reached. So essentially, the PlayStation 6 will have a strong launch with all PS5 games who took 2 years to make. What PS5 games, though? I mean, seriously, what PS5 games? I'm still waiting for them. As it relates to Xbox and PlayStation thing, also the PC community. Tribe mentality, iPhone, Android, PC, Mac, laugh a lot. Yep. Rock got for 450 thoughts? Or should I wait for the Xbox version? You can buy it if you want, but I would wait. I would like to wait till the Xbox side to see how it is, though. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to buy it now, if you really need it urgently, Safo, go ahead and get it for that price. If it's the full, what's it called, the full version, of it, go ahead and get it if it's the full version, Why the heck not? Go ahead and get it if you want to. No problem. If it's the full version. Now, if it's the simple version, I'll say wait for the, Ally X to come out. That's a good price, though. The Mafia Country is now rated higher than the first 3 games. Mafias are such a good game, man. I mean, I seriously, I played Mafia 3 and had fun. Now, the thing was, it got a little bit too repetitive, but it was a fun game. I love the story behind it. Yeah, I love the story behind it. Mafia is such a good game, yeah. Mafia release, Metacritic score, what was it, a 78 now? Call of Duty. Oh, Push Square already wrote an article. Call of Duty too big to fail as Activision braces for massive Battlefield 6 impact. Let's talk bad about Call of Duty now. Good. Let's see what else is cooking. Mercado use Mint as my main desktop. Great OS. Good stuff, good stuff. Anime Cross, let me see. What else is out there, chat? Because I think we covered pretty much everything for today. Like I said, there's PlayStation numbers out there that we're going to talk about tomorrow because I'm still waiting for more info just to get all that stuff in general. And yeah, I'm just happy for Battlefield, man. Good stuff, good peak. 326,000, nice. Good peak for them. Really happy for them. I'm going to wait. I saw guys setting one up, and look, it looked like a headache. Yeah, that happens. That happens. I saw a guy playing on XSX. All right. Haha, PSVR 2 and Pro. AI selling. Astrobot didn't sell. Damn. Oh, Lord. She's talking about the Rock Alley, the one that's out there now. That's what she's talking about. That's pretty much of a headache. But if she finds that headache, hey, sometimes, yeah, some things are a headache. So she'd rather wait for the new Rock Alley X, to buy it. I mean, if you don't need it, right now, if it's not if it's not like a speed thing, then yeah, wait for it. No problem. I mean, it's no rush. Nothing in this life is a rush. You just gotta be patient and just get it when you gotta get it. So let's see now. What else is cooking? What else is out there and it's cooking? Para-pa-para-pam, pum. Oh, all we got is PlayStation News, chat. That's gonna be the news of today. All we're gonna talk about is how PlayStation's numbers are looking great. How it was 80.3 million consoles sold and all that stuff. But hey, like I said, that will be a good topic to talk about tomorrow because I'm just waiting for more information on this to have some fun. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do, chat. Wait for tomorrow. Days gone on Xbox. Ah, the day's gone on Xbox. Yes. Kind of funny how a lot of people are out there asking for this, but I don't find nothing wrong with people asking for it. You know what that tells me? I'm just happy that people are doing asking for this game because hey, it's actually a good sign when people go out there and talk about a game that's in another platform, right? And say, man, I wish this game was on here because they really want to play it. I don't know what's wrong with that. I do not know what's wrong with that, but hey, you know, they want to call us port beggars, but they do the same too. I don't get it. I hope Windows 12 gets quicker, so that will be great. Oh my god, that would be great. I'm trying to drop a win anything. Jeez, AI and bloatware triggered. Days gone on. Let me see. They could move hardware, just not the capacity at Sony at the moment, but they know how to move software. Yep. Because Chad, I keep on telling you guys, this software is where the money is. No joke, it's not on this hardware anymore. Because back in the day, they could win even more money on hardware, like they did back in the day. But nowadays, it's not that much that they're making. It's just a little bit. It's just a little bit. But with software, they can make more. Because look, here's the thing what people don't seem to understand, right? You go out there, you buy this hardware. You just bought it once. That's it. You bought it once, you have it there. You can buy it two times or three times. Three times is the most at a household, right? Two or three is the top. Depends how many kids you got, right? Um, so you bought this hardware, it's just sitting there. Now software, right? You got to keep releasing the content to keep the hardware alive because if you don't release that content, the hardware, is just gonna die. So yeah, I made the software, and that software reached a boiling point. Okay, so what can I do to push more of the software, right? Let me put another platform. Let me send it over here. That's what you can do, and that brings you in more money to continue on and making more software, and getting more of the money in. But hey, that's what it is, man. And that's something that people don't actually sit there, talk about, bring it up, because at the end of the day, it's actually a good thing that they're sending all this software out there like they're doing with Helldivers. I find it really good that they're doing this. Sending that software out is actually a beautiful thing. And I'm happy that PlayStation has been doing it for quite some time because if PlayStation did not put their games on PC, ooh, it would not be a good look for them. Those numbers wouldn't have been as great as they are now. Because look, 40%, like for example, they get the games that are multi-platform, right? Like for example, you got Helldivers, you got what was it, Helldivers? They mentioned a couple games that they had, which is an article I read. It takes 40% of that revenue. Imagine that 40% not being there. Shit, it would not be good. It just wouldn't be good, Chad. It just wouldn't be good. It wouldn't. For them, it just wouldn't be good. Ah man. But yeah, I want Windows 12 to have quick resume. That would be a nice, feature to have. I already got Windows 11 updated. I can't wait for Windows 12, but it's coming out. When is it? This December, I think it is. What's up, Dead Leopard? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? How you doing? We're here. We cooked. We had some fun today, man. It was a good show, to be honest. We talked about that GameSpot article that was just ridiculous, and we talked about how PlayStation is sending their games, over here. We talked about that. But yeah, Looking good. Mafia, good reviews. Mafia for what it is. Good review in there. Have fun with Mafia, guys. Other than that, chat. I mean, there's not much to talk about besides Sony's numbers, which, like I said, we're leaving it for tomorrow because I'm just waiting for more and more and more talks about it. What PS games are looking forward to, if there is any? Like, for example, what question? Like, what are they going to deliver down the road, or what are they going to put over there in Xbox? Like, What PS games would I like to look forward on Xbox, for example? Is that what you're asking? If they actually do deliver on, because like I say, we can never say never, but hey, it can happen. But for example, what games am I looking forward to? If there's any on PlayStation, well, I'm actually looking forward to seeing more of Intergalactic. If that's the question. Intergalactic. I want to see, if the Wolverine game comes out, I want to see more of the Wolverine game. See, how that turned out because shit, that game literally got thrown out there. So it would be nice to see how it gets turned out. Existing games coming to Xbox platform. Okay, existing games coming to Xbox platform. I would like to see, Spider Man. It would be nice for us to finally get a Spider Man. It's been what? I already talked about. Let me see. Spider Man came out in 2014 on Xbox. I think that was the last one that came out. So it's been 11 years to have a Spider Man game. That would be a nice game to have on there because I know people will go nuts and buy it. Also, I would like to see. What's the next one? I would like to see going on there because zombie games we have had a lot. I mean, we got State of Decay. We have World War Z. There's a ton of zombie games out there. We got Dying Light, Dead Island. So Days Gone. Not no rush, but if it does come, cool. It would be nice to see there too. Last of Us would be nice to see there too. God of War. And I would like to see the metrics on that one. I would like to see the metrics on how those games will sell on Xbox. I would like to see how well they would do. It would be like a good topic of conversation, to see how many people went and said, "Okay, let me buy God of War. Let me buy this." It would be nice to see. Good stuff right there. Good stuff to see if that actually happens. Oh man, let me see. Let's see. You gave me the pre-order. I got tagged again. Let's see what else is cooking in my chat. There's so many games coming out on Game Pass this month alone. Oh, this froze. Let me see. Let me reread that again. There are so many games coming out on Game Pass this month alone. It's crazy. Yep. I mean, we got Mirage also coming to Game Pass. Nice for Assassin's Creed fans. I mean, look, bro, what are we complaining about? We got so many games to play. It's insane. I mean, I still haven't finished Expedition 33 because I'm taking a little break from these long games. And after that, gonna be hopping either to Wu Chang or Death Stranding. I don't know where to hop to, but I'm taking a small break from long games for a while. My head is too clustered with so many things happening. It's like when I get home, I just want to play something simple or shoot a guy or whatever in the game. Just have a simple fun. Take down an enemy or something like that. Just have fun. Simple stuff. My head has been crazy these days. But yeah, like I was saying though, it'll be interesting to see those games on it, right? I mean, we're already getting Helldivers. I want to see the metrics of that. That's gonna be an interesting metrics to see. But yeah, just good stuff. Good stuff. How about you, Chad? What games would you like to see, coming to Xbox from PlayStation? Seriously, what game you would say, okay, let me go ahead and buy it? You would say, I will buy it. Hmm. Yeah. Sony numbers came out. They happy. Days Gone. Okay, good. Days Gone, but like I said, Days Gone would be a nice one again. What other games, Chad? I mean, you got Days Gone, like I mentioned, Spider Man, because we have not seen a Spider Man in 11 years on Xbox. Would nice to see on there, man. That's actually a big title to drop on there, man. It'll be a good one. That will be a good one. I have PS4 and I have what I want from that gen. Yeah, that's the thing, though. I mean, they have so many remasters, remakes. It's sad, though. 10 remasters and remakes. 10 alone this generation from PlayStation. Wow. PS5 has no games, so nothing to be honest. I mean, let me see. What would be a good PlayStation game that was not remastered, remade that could drop onto Xbox? Hmm. Well, I mean, we already talked about Spider-Man 2. Let me see which one. I'm thinking, Chad. I'm thinking, Chad. I'm trying to get my head straight on this one. I don't know. Death Leopard says Days Gone and Helldivers 2. That's the only games? Wow. All right, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. I just to the BF6. I am in. What to play with me? Oh, you want me to play Battlefield 6? Yeah, we'll play over the weekend. My CO either. I just to Battlefield 6 beta. I in. All right, nice man. Have fun. Have fun. I'm waiting for if I get a quota hop in, but if not, I'll just have to wait for the weekend. Because if I don't get my quota, I'm cool with it. I seriously watched it. Let me go see if I actually got an email on that on because I watched it on YouTube, so I don't know if I actually got an email for that. So let me see now. Checking out my Gmail chat. Let me see. Teleconsumo. Nope. Let me see. Nope. Go chat. Nah, I didn't get it though. No, I did not get it. No, chat. No, I did not get a code. But hey, I'll be playing over the weekend. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I gotta install that sucker. I'm gonna have to have it installed. Let me check how my electricity is real quick since I'm here, right, chat? I mean, gotta check things out. Let me see. Whoa, almost 7,000 pesos? Yeah, they do that. Motherfuckers. Man, how come it's gonna be 7,000 pesos? Here we go again with the price increases. 100 plus dollars for electricity. I live alone. Damn it. Ooh, that would be a nice skin to reboot. Yeah, Vigilante 8. Bring it back, baby. Bring it back. So, chat, listen up, chat, because I'm getting messages. I gotta start heading out. I gotta head to the office because I seriously need to go to the office today. I really do, chat. I really do. I really have to go to the office, man. I'm so busy that it's insane. They're actually sending me messages say, "Hey, when you coming? We need you here." Because like I was telling you guys for like the last couple of days, I've been working on some paperwork and I've been out of the office just working via mobile and doing just a lot of stuff. I've been busy. I've been busy, Chad. I've just been busy. Like last 2 days, I couldn't even be on here. And just came by, to do a show, and actually came on a little bit late because I was gonna come on at 8:30 to actually do a 2 hour show. But man, I didn't sleep well last night because I was just fixing up stuff, getting things done, and said, let me move it to 9:30 so I can actually get at least 3 or 4 hours of sleep. But yeah, I need to get some sleep in. But I gotta go to the office right now. And yeah, it's been 2 busy ass days for me, and I hope today's the last one so I can sleep tonight with a lot of love. But chat, listen, before I go, like always, what you've all been playing. Bring it, chat. Bring it. Bring it, baby. Bring it. Nice, nice, nice. Gonna try it in a couple minutes. Nice. Let me see now. Nice, man. Enjoy, enjoy, man. Enjoy. Gears 5, baby, one of my favorites. Go for it, man. Have fun. Me, I've just been playing PUBG. I've been playing PUBG, some Battlefront 2, and let me see, PUBG Battlefront 2. What else have I been playing? There's another game I've been playing. I played some of the Turtles the other day with New Legal and Rez. What else have I been playing though? And that's about it. That's all I've been playing. Some PUBG, some Battlefront 2, just enjoying simple games, man. No, nothing that's gonna give me a headache. I'm just no, it's been too much stuff happening for like the last 2 weeks that man, I just can't sit there and actually say, okay, let me finish this game. But I really do hope that by next week I can actually get my head straight and say, okay, time to play, time to finish, let's go. And also we got and Battlefield. I've been playing some Battlefield. Yeah, I've been playing some Battlefield 2042. But I can't wait for Battlefield 6 over the weekend to try out. When that free to play beta drops, man, I'm trying that shit out and having a blast, bro. Seriously, I am. Playing some Horde. Nice, 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 nice. But chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today on this quick show today. I know, but man, they writing to me like crazy. I'm just reading, reading, reading. They need me over there. Man, I was gonna hop in earlier today, but man, I just didn't sleep well last night. And I hope I get some good night's sleep. So tomorrow I come in with a lot of energy ramped up to talk about those PlayStation numbers. And let's talk about some Battlefield. Let's see how well it has done for today and tomorrow, man. I can't wait to see that. But chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for your super chats. Thank you all for your memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. I seriously do. And sorry about not being here 2 days ago, man. But shit, it's just got crazy busy for me. It has, it has, it has. So chat, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful, and an awesome Thursday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET on Wednesdays. I hope we actually do a show this Wednesday with Soundblow, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. Yes, sir. And on Fridays, they invite me if they don't XPI en Español with Elvis Elicita and Metal Berserker at 7 p.m. ET. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming. When I send the signal out, hope for there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you got to hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one goes on to talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful day, you guys, and I will see you guys. Matrix, good morning. I'm heading out because office is calling me, man. I haven't been to the office for a couple of days, so I got to head over there. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Game. Have a beautiful day, y'all, and bye-bye.